Okay, so today I started my class by introducing, I saw from the last PDD that idea of the 4 levels of understanding and going over that with the students to try and get an understanding of where the students are as far as each lesson. And today was the first day I implemented because I started a new section and I just got a new poster and I figured, okay, great time to do it. So I had the kids open up, and before I did that, as you all know, you start off with your bell ringer, and I had a student who was continuously, let's say, you know, the talkative type. So I called him out and I moved him from where he was and I sat him all by himself. So I figured this one's going to be out there and not going to want to do anything now that I've just called him out in front of everybody else. So I presented the chapter and I opened it up and I said, okay, chapter's going to be on weathering and rocks. I had everybody, I said, remember what I talked about. You don't have to show me your numbers up like high in the air. You can keep it close to your chest. You can put it way up high, whatever you want to do. So I said, how do you feel right now about the topic weathering and rocks when we haven't even started the lesson yet? So first, it's very interesting because this is my support facilitated class. So that was very interesting to see. Everybody participated. Some people would do this, people would do 1s, 2s. Some people were doing this, but I sort of just didn't pay attention to that as much. I took that, if they did this, I took it as a 2. But we went through the whole process, and now I started my class. I had an idea, and the one student who I moved, he said 1. And I know him real well, and he's about a 1. I mean, that was an accurate reading on him. All of a sudden throughout the lesson, I start to see him, he's starting to look at what's going on and everything. He raises his hand a couple of times. He goes up to the board, answers a couple of questions. And we got so into the subject that I really wasn't paying attention. And I knew I wanted to do one thing at the end. I wanted to get like 3 minutes beforehand, before class ended, so that I could go ahead and do another one, like, how do you feel now after the 40 or 45 minutes of the lesson? How do you feel now? What number do you feel you're at now? And I forgot to do that. And this is what just got me so, I was just overwhelmed by what happened at the next step. I'm sitting by my desk and the bell rings and everybody's walking out, and this one student who I had set off to the side, he goes, "Mr. Grad," and I go, "Yeah." I look up and he just walks by and he goes like this. And it was like the most amazing thing, because to me it meant, I mean, basically he felt he went from a 1 to a 2 today. And I never thought I could use this in science. I always thought that this was something that was more a reading, a language arts type of thing, level of understanding text or whatever else it was. It wasn't until today that I knew that I could incorporate it in my class, and it was just the most unbelievable thing that ever happened. I mean, to me, to see this kid come up to me and present the 2 after he felt he was a 1.